Hello there, running ears, and I'm actually already in Orlando. I'm at Universal Orlando, so I am enjoying this. And I'm sorry, I'm a little scruffy looking. I'm already here. I'm doing nostalgic Star Wars. Yeah, I just wanted to go on, and I see a lot of questions being asked. Thank you guys for sending in questions. So I'm going to try to answer them in the video. And without further ado, let's go straight to it. Okay, so one of the first ones is I see a lot of questions being asked about, should I go there early? What happens if my plane is delayed or it's canceled or whatever it may be? Will they have the bibs? Will I be able to pick up the bibs? And the answer right now is no. You can't. Once the expo closes, let's say you're going to be there and you're going to run the 5K on Thursday, and once the expo closes on Wednesday, that's it. You cannot pick up your bib. They don't have an alternative as of now. They used to in the past, and probably that is going to be coming back in the near future, but not right now. What I always tell people is this: plan way ahead of time. Just think of every option beforehand, so that way you're prepared for it. So if I'm already here, so I always try to get here at least a day or two before I have to go pick up my bib and run. So that way, in case anything happens, I'm prepared and I'm able to get there no matter what. So. And I understand a lot of people will sit there going, but Manny, I gotta work. Hey, I can't afford to get there a couple of days earlier and stuff. These are all valid points, guys. I understand. I completely understand. But then that's when you have to really think through this and saying, as of now, they're not allowing this to happen. So again, keep contacting runDisney. You never know what they're going to say. But as of now, from everything that I've heard, no, they're not going to allow that to happen. No bibs on the race day pickup, no, so it's not going to happen. But great luck. I hope to God that you guys get in and we can see you guys there. Okay, so the next one is a direct question to me, and I don't say names, at least not now, but maybe somewhere in the future I will. But this nice gentleman, was talking about cheer, the cheer spots, and so this is for the spectators. First of all, I'm going to say this: thank you guys if you're spectators or your family is spectators. Show them this and tell them that you guys are more appreciated than you think. So, there's times in the runs that we just get tired, and you guys who have run will can feel this and say, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You're just sitting there going like, man, I don't want to go on, and then you see these people are just cheering you on, and it's awesome. So thank you guys for doing that. Here goes the deal, because they're asking if they're going to be able to be spectators at Magic Kingdom. This is a word that they're using, and this is what they told me at Wine and Dine, and I'm going to ask them again once I see them on Wednesday, but I think it's going to be the same thing. They're not discouraging spectators, but they're not encouraging spectators. So the second one is really what they're trying to do. They're not encouraging anybody because of everything that's going on. And don't get me wrong, we love you guys, and we're ready for you guys to come back, and I think you will in time. So as of now, right now, when I look at the page, it actually says that there is no updates yet and to keep looking for updates. So what that means to me is January 3rd, which is tomorrow. I'm doing this video on January 2nd. There's going to be more information coming out. We will get emails about the expo and how many people can be there, and there will probably be some more information about spectators. So keep on the lookout, and of course at the expo, I'm gonna go ahead and when I do my video, I'll update as much as I can about the spectators. But as of now, it doesn't look like they're encouraging spectators to be there. So right now, trying to plan, and it's gonna go back to what I said earlier. Plan ahead. So try to plan. This person is saying, go to the transportation center and then take the monorail. That's probably going to be the best bet, because everything around, which is we run up the going up to the Contemporary, it's gonna be hard to get over there. You can go to the Polynesian, so you go around, especially early enough, the Polynesian or the Grand Floridian, and there is a walkway now going there, so that you can go in there. But again, if you go there, there is a possibility they're going to turn you back, so just be prepared for that. And if they're not, and you can walk over, be prepared that they might not allow spectators yet, and so they're going to turn you away. So right now, as of now, I just keep saying, keep looking at the Run Disney sites. That's what I've been doing. And tomorrow, I think we're going to get an update. So be on the lookout for January 3rd. Another one is it going to get hot and what happens if it gets hot? Here goes what I know, and I have been a race director, so I understand this a little bit, is they're not just going to look at the temperature and say, oh, we're going to stop it at this. They may to a certain degree. I mean, if it hits 100, obviously, way too much, but it's not going to hit 100. Right now, it looks like it's going to be relatively warm, 63, it looks like, to start the run. I would prefer it in the 50s, and I would prefer the high in the 70s. But even then, with the humidity, it can get really, 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 really hot. So those of you who have run can attest to that. So what I would say is just go and do your run. Don't worry about that. Now, what can happen is if you start seeing people need medical attention, the more people that you see needing medical attention, the more you can probably say they're going to cut it short. And so it's just like anything else the stuff that's going on right now. The more people that are going into the medical tents, the less stuff that they have. So the less resources that they have, the less people, the volunteers, the nurses, the ice packs, and so forth and so on. So they're going to start saying we're going to cut the course. It has happened where they've swept up everybody, but it hasn't happened in a while. I don't foresee that happening, and I know a couple people are saying, oh, it's not going to happen this weekend. I don't know. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't predict the future. My guess is it's going to go on. My guess is if it gets, again, you start looking at runners going down and needing medical attention. The more you see, once you hit about 5 or 6, yeah, probably it's a good guess that they're going to cut the route short. So just keep your eyes out on that, and of course pray for everybody, because you never like to see anybody go down, and most of the time they're okay. They're just a little bit dehydrated, and they'll be okay, just a matter of time. But you just never know. So just keep, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. We're all in this together. So I'm one of those that stops and tries to help as much as I can. If I see that he or she has medical attention, then I'll continue going. But I do say a small prayer for them, just to make sure that they're okay. So I am going to just finish with these 2 points, but I think they've been covered before, and I know I have covered them. If you cannot print out your registration, do not worry about it. Just as long as you have a copy, your receipt, your credit card information, and your ID. Just take that to the expo. You're going to be fine. They're not going to take your money and run with it. That's not the way Disney works. So that is a common thing that's happening right now. So just be prepared for that. And I've already kind of given you the outline of what to take, so that way you're prepared for that. But I wouldn't worry about it. You're going to be running with us, and so that's a good thing. The other thing I was going to say, and this is the one where I'll finish off on, people still going about transportation to the start of the run. And if you're staying on site on one of the Disney resorts, don't worry about that. The only thing that you're going to have to worry about is if you get there late. And I'm not going to go into that anymore. But just as long as you're there on time, you follow the guidelines, you're going to be fine. They're going to get you there. If you're a little bit late, you're going to be fine also. So no big deal with that. So just make sure you follow those guidelines. If you're staying off property, a lot of them will, or some of them will offer a race day transportation. It might be a fee for that. Just call them and ask them, and they'll let you know what they're going to be able to do for you. If not, Uber, Lyft, they can, but again, the earlier the better. A couple years ago, the last marathon that they did, we were supposed to start at 5, and we ended up starting almost 30 minutes late because the traffic got so bad. So guys, just prepare for everything. Just don't leave anything to chance. There will be Lyfts and Ubers that morning. Everybody, they all know that they're going to be able to make some money there helping people out. So just be prepared for that. And the last one, I'm sorry, this is not the last one. Last one is masks. Masks you're going to have to wear on the shuttles when you're going from your hotel to the run and then back. People were asking, will they give you a mask if you don't have one? Yes, they will, or they did last time. So what I usually do is, just to make sure, I take a little small plastic bag. I put a mask in there, and I put it in my pocket. And at the very end, I have it there. I usually run with a mask, and the reason I do that is just to get a little bit more protected. you will see me run to a clearing and bring it down. And as long as I'm not around people, I'm fine with that. And I'll chit chat with everybody, so that's not a big deal. But guys, I was very, very encouraged that when we ran in November, almost everybody was wearing their masks over there and back. We just don't want to get infected. You don't want to be the one who tested positive and then infected people and stuff. And even if you're asymptomatic, just I always say, let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of each other. And so you never ever want to. This is my fear: is that I'm asymptomatic, but I'm still positive. Then I give it to somebody, and then they go home and they give it to one of their elderly parents or grandparents, and I don't ever want to hear those stories. So the running community, we're close knit. We take care of each other, and I want to continue doing that. So. If you have any more questions, please put them down below. You guys have gotten better and better at that, and I will answer them there, but I will try to answer them in video too. And again, if you guys are at the Expo, because next time I'll see you guys is going to be at the Expo, please come up and say hi. I'll chit-chat with you. I plan on being there for a couple of hours, walking around, chit-chatting with people. I'm going to try to talk to some of the runDisney people to find out whatever I can. And that's going to be about it. You know what, guys? It's going to be a great week. I look forward to it. And all I'm going to say, like I usually say, create a great run and see you sooner than later.